Welcome to Spotlight. I'm Karen Pelka, and I'll be speaking with Regina Spain. Today's show is sponsored by St. Clair County Department of Veterans Affairs. Welcome, Regina, to Spotlight.
Thank you so much, Karen, for having me.
So what is going on with Enter Stage Right?
Oh, so much always, right? We do a new production almost every single month, typically running for 3 weeks, including our current one. And we have them scheduled out through the end of this year, through the end of 2023, already out tickets selling.
Wow, this is really wonderful. What is Enter Stage Right, for those that do not know?
Absolutely. Well, Enter Stage Right, we are a nonprofit, a 501c3, a true black box theater, which just means that when you come in, we're literally a big black box, and our staging and our seating is all mobile, so you can set it up long proscenium, short proscenium. You can do in the round anything you want, thrust theater, all sorts of fun stuff. Clear it all out, have events and parties and weddings and all sorts of
Wonderful.
fun things.
So this your Black Box Theater is located where?
It is in downtown Port Huron, in the old Citadel building. So right on the corner of Bard and Huron.
Okay.
Of course, it's on Bard Street.
Okay. And so with the theater, how many people can basically fit in your theater? I'm always been curious on numbers.
So it all depends on how we set it up. So the lowest typically when we're setting up is roughly 64, and then we go up to 100. We have 101 purple chairs. So, but it can fit a little bit more than that if you're doing in the round, because depending on how you.
Okay, so about 100 people.
Yes.
A great place to have theater. We just are really grateful to have all the theater here in St. Clair County.
We have so much. It's wonderful, and art begets art. So get to any of us, because we all appreciate it.
Yes, absolutely. So what is this show that is running right now about?
So right now, for Women's History Month, we are doing the Trojan Women, which is 2,400 years old. Originally, Euripides told the story of these women of Troy, which it is said to be the oldest and one of the first anti-war plays. And that's because it focuses on the aftermath of what war does to women, mostly is what it's focused on. And so it can be very empowering, it can be very powerful. It is not, as you would suspect, it is not a, go skipping out of the theater and laugh raucously at the show and everything. It is a thought-provoking, it's a Greek tragedy. This one, the one that we are doing, is a modern adaptation by Ellen McLaughlin, which she did a beautiful job putting it into modern language. The development of each of these characters and the women, even the chorus in it, is wonderful. We have two men in it, one that plays the soldier and one that plays the god Poseidon, and they're doing a fabulous job, and they keep saying they're learning a lot from us women, so that's nice. The rest of the production team and the rest of the cast is all women.
That's what I was wondering.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Yes, and the storyline itself focuses mainly on Queen Hecuba and kind of her chorus of women in the aftermath, the day after the Trojan Horse. And so they're on the beach waiting for the ships to come and take them. So it is, it's said to be one of the best anti-war stories because it focuses on the women and what the resilience and what happens to women in times of war and in times of crisis.
Wow, that's really, it sounds like a really interesting, and so it is a play, not a musical?
Correct,
Okay.
correct. It's a straight play, even though there's a chorus. This one's written more along the lines of spoken word, and so it's not, so the chorus is not sung. It is spoken. We divvied our chorus up, each of the women, because a chorus is supposed to speak in one voice, but at the same time, each of these women we gave a different trait to, so they each represent. One represents motherhood, one represents innocence and friendship, and one represents spite and fear. One is empathy and loss, and then I'm missing one. I'll come back to it. It'll pop into my brain.
So how do people get tickets then to attend? Because, it sounds like a really great event and a play to attend to.
Yes, so interstageright.org is the easiest way to go and get tickets for anything of ours. And so, yeah, they're just $15 a piece. We try to keep things accessible there. So they're $15 a piece or $20 at the door. And we have plenty of tickets available for this one. This type of show, we always know in this area is a hard sell. People in this area really want to come out for the fun laughs
Happy,
and dancing
yes,
and
sure,
singing
sure.
and things. And we have that next month with Into the Woods. We had it in January. So we do plenty of those. And we know that when we do a more artistic venture, a more thought-provoking, it's a harder sell in this area. But we hope that people will give it a chance. Greek tragedy isn't exactly the thing that you think, oh, let's go on this date with. But it is really amazing. And one of the greatest things over the last couple of weeks through people that have been in to work on the set, men that have been in or have seen clips of it, and then this past weekend when we opened, we're doing an optional talk back after each of the show, just like a 10-minute Q&A type of thing with everybody. And one of the greatest things has been the men's reaction to seeing this, because a lot of them just, they don't necessarily think on those lines. We always, when we think of war, we think of the soldiers, which in our case with this one, we have the one soldier in it, and we don't make him this hardened automaton that comes in and follows orders. You can see, Frank Batista is our Talthybius, and you can see the pain in the job that he has to do. And so our veterans, and we have a veteran in the show as well, and our veterans really, I think it lets them be heard a little bit more on that front, because it is not an easy decision what he has to do, but he has to do it. So there's so much going on in this production, not just the women. You've got Helen of Troy in there. You've got Cassandra the prophetess. You've got Andromache, which is Hecuba's daughter-in-law.
Sounds like schools should gather their students and attend it. So.
Yes, we've offered student rates and everything for this. We've put it out to the high schools and SC4 and everything, so to try and get some students into it. So yes,
wonderful.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you for being here at Spotlight and telling all of our viewers about this. And it sounds like an exciting theater play. So
thank you so much, Karen.
Thank you. And thank you for joining us on Spotlight.